KIXS 108, the Crossroads, number one for New Country. Another segment with our man Jordan Whittington. Thanks to our friends over at Titan Factory Direct. Good afternoon, my friend. How are you, sir?
I'm good. How are you doing?
Doing well, man. Congratulations on the win this past Saturday. And of course, you're moving ahead to a huge monster matchup this Saturday night. And of course, I already know, how you prepare for the game. So I like to ask questions about, before the game, crowds and all that kind of good stuff. So, four games that we go into, what is the difference between a late kickoff, per se, at 6:30 and a 11 or 12 o'clock kickoff? How does your day change when it comes to that kind of schedule?
When it's an early kickoff, the day before, as far as preparation, we just move the meetings up. If it's a later one, we get more time. You get more time to sleep. There's more downtime. The schedule's more like spread out. Everything isn't
Okay.
really on top of each other. But I kind of prefer the early ones.
Like the early ones?
Either 11 a.m. That's my favorite one, or like the 6:30, the night game. But I'm not really like a to like 2:30. I don't like the one that's like directly in the middle. So
I got you, man. I got you. So kickoff is 6:30 for this Saturday. So what time will your football day start for this Saturday?
I mean, it started Sunday, but
Okay. All right. I like it, man.
yeah, but I mean, let me think. If we're gonna probably wake up, I probably see my routine is a little different. So I try to sleep in as much as I can and get
Okay.
moving like 10 a.m.
Now, do you have any kind of pre-game meal? Like, do you bulk up the night
Oh,
before,
pasta,
the morning
pasta.
of, or how does that go, man?
I eat straight pasta. That's it.
Okay. Carb up, straight pasta right there. That's cool, man. So, of course, we've got the big game. It's going to be on your turf here. And I know we have the big rivalry game, OU, earlier in the year. However, this is going to be at home. It's against TCU. How do you measure the crowd as being behind you? What are you going to think the crowd's going to be like as you run on Saturday?
Man, I think it's gonna be crazy. I think it's gonna be probably one of the biggest crowds that DKR has had. I think the Bama game we just had was the largest one. I think it's gonna be around there. We got the best fans in the country, in my opinion, and it's also TCU, which is also in Texas. So it's definitely gonna be a crazy environment. I'm excited for the fans. They always got our back. They're always hyped up and they always bring that energy. So I'm excited for them.
And for you guys, I know it's just another game. However, we can't wait to see what transpires on the field. I know you guys are going to leave it out on the field. And before we go, as always, a couple of questions from our listeners right here. So Thanksgiving is coming around. You guys are going to pick out, is Thanksgiving for you considered a cheat day? Or do you eat regular on Thanksgiving, or how does that go?
Oh man, so before I got to college, I would just go crazy and eat everything. But even this year, we got a game the day after Thanksgiving, so I
Yes, you
can't
do.
even
Yes.
do that. So, but I'm gonna definitely get turkey and mac and cheese. I gotta at least get two things from
You got
the
it, man. And then who is the most famous person that you have ever met? Maybe in your college career or maybe your days at the Quail Gobblers. Who would you say is the most famous person you ever met?
Um, that's a tough one.
Or if there's more than one, feel free.
I've met Kevin Durant.
Oh,
Um, who else? I know there's one that's. Let me think. Hold on one second. I've met a lot. I've met Kevin Durant. I've met Kevin Gates. I've met Matthew McConaughey. I
oh
know.
man.
It
I
might.
love the eclecticness right there. Durant, Kevin Gates, Matthew McConaughey. You know what? That's a power three right there. And we'll close out.
I
What's the
want to
most famous? What's one of the famous people that you would like to meet that you
see.
haven't met yet? Who would you like to meet?
That's the question I wanted. I got three names. So
Okay.
Denzel Washington, number one.
All right.
Got to meet him at some point in my life. Beyonce,
All right. Number three.
LeBron James.
There, man, that's a powerful six right there. The three you met and the three you want to meet, absolutely
Yep.
great list right there. Good luck
Yes,
on
sir.
your game, man. Basically the whole country is going to be watching that football game. Leave it on the field, and hopefully next week we're talking about an upset of number 4 TCU. You guys do your thing, and we'll talk to you next week, man.
Thank you.
Thanks to our friends over at Titan Factory Direct, the Crossroads number one for New Country, KIXS 108.